The Green Lantern issue number 1 from DC Comics. This is the first issue with Grant Morrison taking over for Hal Jordan. So yeah, let's just get right into this. So we start off with a Green Lantern basically being attacked by a giant spider pirate. Yeah. His name is actually Spider Pirate. I was like, alright, that's Spider Pirate. I wonder what the hell, like, Grant Morrison is taking to come up with some of this. But yeah, basically the Green Lantern, like, easily takes him out by making him sick with this virus. And then we see, like, two other creatures getting caught. So they basically put the creatures onto the ship with this Green Lantern in charge of transporting them back to the prison cells. And I just gotta say, this looks so bad. Oh, this looks so terrible. That's gonna fail so hard. But yeah, basically en route, this guy gets captured. I mean, not captured. This guy gets attacked. They come across this ship. He goes, investigates, finds crew either killed or just like wrecked, and then something sneaks up behind him and kills him. And Marine goes to find a new owner. And then on this ship, these guys are able to escape. Basically, they have this thing called the luck deal, which basically grants them like a lot of good luck. So they use that good luck to basically sabotage the ship and then crash it on the nearest planet, which happens to be Earth. And this is where we get Hal Jordan. So we get some lady named... Is she given a name? This isn't Carol. Nah, I'm not saying a name. But yeah, we get some blonde chick who apparently Hal Jordan is with, which confused me because at the end of Hal Jordan the Green Lanterns, he hooks up with Carol. Now, here's the thing. I'm thinking maybe this part is a flashback because they mentioned him losing his job at Ferris Airfield, or Ferris Aircraft, whatever it's called. But in the current timeline, he lost that job like a long while back. But here, it seems like it happened recently. So, the impression I'm getting is that this is basically Hal Jordan having a flashback while he's on a bender in the deserts. Because we see him like in the desert, just staring out into space. So, yeah, I don't know why he would be thinking about this random lady. Especially since none of this information here, seems important in any way. So it just seems like basically a random flashback of him having sex with this blonde chick. I'm guessing, this is my theory. My theory is that this is a flashback, just based off the fact that it said that he lost his job from Ferris recently, when in continuity it actually happened a long while back. So yeah, I'm guessing that's a flashback, but I don't know why he's flashing back to that. And then basically we have Hal Jordan. He's not a bum, but he's basically a drifter. He's basically Bruce Banner in the Hulk TV series. Just wandering the desert, going from town to town, I guess. Oh God, Kelly Sue DeConnick on Aquaman. He's lost his memory. He's lost his kingdom. He's lost all credibility now that Kelly Sue DeConnick is writing for him. So, yeah, basically this bum shows up, and Hal Jordan is able to deduct that the bum is actually an alien based off of his reaction to guacamole that was in Hal Jordan's burrito. I was like, okay, that's kind of interesting. Also, what's up with this art style? I'm not saying it's bad or anything. It's actually kind of interesting. It reminds me of I don't know. It reminds me a little bit of like something you'd see out of like heavy metal or something. But yeah, we basically just get Hal Gordon fighting a bunch of aliens that look like bums, and then these people mistake Hal Jordan also as a bum. It's an interesting take. Hal Jordan being a bum, or at least being just like a wandering drifter, having desert flashbacks to like previous times he's hooked up with a lady. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Like, this is weird, but whatever. All right, here's the thing that confused me. Okay, so Hal Jordan comes across the crashed ship, and he sees the Green Lantern and the one that was carrying the three enemies. And the Green Lantern basically kind of asks for help, and Green Lantern says that he would, except the Guardians took his power battery for repair and upgrade, so he can't charge his ring. So the Green Lantern basically gives his lantern for Hal Jordan to use. Now, here's the confusing thing. The Hal Jordan having sex with the blonde chick, okay, that could be a flashback. I'm assuming that's just a flashback, just based off of, again, the whole Ferris thing. Hal Jordan needing the lantern to power his ring makes me think that either A, Grant Morrison is just retconning Hal Jordan the Green Lanterns, or B, this takes place before then. Because anyone who hasn't read Hal Jordan the Green Lanterns, Hal Jordan's ring basically gets destroyed, and then he creates a new ring based off of which is just like a concentrate of his willpower. He basically uses his willpower to create a new ring, and because the ring is based off of his willpower and he made it himself and all that stuff, it doesn't require charging. It doesn't need a lantern. It's drained by his willpower, so he doesn't need a lantern. So the fact here that he says that he's running on fumes and he can't recharge his ring because he doesn't have his lantern, has me confused, because I don't know, is Grant Morrison retconning Rebirth? Is this taking place before Rebirth? Like, what's the timeline here? I know Grant Morrison kind of gets, there's like a meme basically, or a running gag of, nothing Grant Morrison writes really makes sense. Or like things always start off like super confusing. So, yeah, I mean, I'll say that I'm really confused. I have no idea what's going on here. Like, what's the continuity here? Anyone can explain that to me, I'd greatly appreciate it. I thought this was kind of funny. So, the Green Lantern basically says 3 of the deadliest killers in the galaxy. And then the 3 deadliest killers are a robot, a pirate spider, and then a giant hamster with 4 arms. Those are the 3, most dangerous killers in the galaxy. You know what this reminds me of Invader Zim, Ultra Peepee. When Zim basically uses his alien technology to make the class hamster into a giant, so it can destroy the world and he can take over. That's basically what it is. It's Ultra Peepee, Spider Monkey, and Spider Pirates, and robots. Then we got Batman Detective Comics. I haven't followed up with Batman Detective Comics since Brian Hill finished his arc, so I don't know if this new run is going to be any good or not. But speaking of Batman, Tom King, I got to talk about Mr. Miracle. I read it, I didn't feel like there was enough there to do a video on. Basically my review of here's my review of Mr. Miracle. I can sum it up in one sentence. Fuck you, Tom King. There you go. There's my review. Did anyone else? I see some people praising it, but I find it to just be terrible. It dragged on way too long. It literally could have been done in like an issue or two. Like the whole. All right, I'm just gonna do spoilers. So for anyone who wants to read the issue, don't. I mean, I recommend not doing it. Don't fork up the money for it. It's not worth it, man. But if you're going to, pause the video until you see me turn the page, and that'll be an indication that I'm done with spoilers. But basically, here's what happens in Mr. Miracle #2. So it turns out that Scott died. Remember when he attempted suicide? Yeah, he really died. So it turns out that he died, and he is either in hell or heaven or limbo or the anti-life equation. He's basically in some kind of afterlife, and the whole entire series is just him in this afterlife. And Metatron was trying to get him to get out and come back to life, but Scott Free decides not to. Instead, Scott Free decides that he wants to stay in his delusions rather than face reality. And that's how it ends. Yeah. It's stupid. Like, I am so sick of Tom King. Like, I am really just sick of his trash writing. I'm sick of him shoving his mental health issues into every comic book character and basically using them as a, I don't know, as basically it's just him with, he's basically putting himself into the characters. And it's fine to do a little bit of that as long as if you stay faithful to the actual characters, but he doesn't do that. He gives these characters like weird mental health issues that they never had before, just so he can tell his stupid story. So I guess some form of therapy or something. Like, I don't know why he keeps doing this. He's doing this in Batman. He did it in Mr. Miracle. He's doing that in Heroes in Crisis. Like, Tom King is just a shit writer. And I don't care what anyone says. Like, people are like, oh, well, I mean, he did Vision, which was really great. I haven't read Vision, so I can't say. But maybe it was just a one-off. Maybe he's just a one-hit wonder. From what I'm seeing, like, Tom King seems to basically just do the same shit over and over and over again. Hey, we'll take this established character. I'm going to shove a bunch of mental health issues on this guy that he doesn't really have. That he's never had before in continuity, just because I want to use it as my form of therapy. I'm gonna have him basically be just emotionally like broken, and everyone else is stronger than him, like both mentally and physically. And then it just kind of ends. Like, even in Mr. Miracle, like even in the final issue, like Big Barda is almost basically like babying Scott Free. Like, Barda's not his wife so much as she's his mother. And she kind of babies him. While Scott Free just kind of like unloads all of his like emotional problems onto her. And their relationship like just doesn't seem healthy. And it just makes me wonder, like, Tom King seems to do this in everything. Like, even the relationship between Batman and Catwoman didn't come across as healthy whatsoever. Like, the men always come across as like really super dependent on the women, and the women are very like apathetic towards the men and their feelings. And it just kind of makes me wonder, like, is that how your real life is? Because if so, that's not healthy. But yeah, Mr. Miracle sucked. It was a waste of money, and it could have been done in like 2 issues. All right, spoilers done. So back to the Green Lantern. Yeah, we get Green Lantern taking on Ultra PP. The giant hamster. And basically it turns out that the luck thing that they had was a fake. Basically, they were just relying, they just had ordinary luck, and eventually their ordinary luck ran out. And Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, gets called back to OA, or OA, or however you want to pronounce it, New OA. And basically, he is, I guess he was kind of on leave, but now he's back in the saddle, and there's a little bit more, but I'm not going to show the rest because I want to spoil it. But yeah, it's an interesting start. Artwork is interesting. like I said, kind of has like a heavy metal feel to it. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But some of the stuff is kind of confusing. I don't really know what the timeline is. When does this take place? Are we taking place before Rebirth? Are we just retconning Rebirth? What's the continuity here? I don't know. Also find it funny that I guess there's like a teaser for what's going to happen in the next issue, and basically he's going to team up with Green Arrow. I always find it kind of funny that Green Arrow like goes on these like space. Like, he's going to go on a space adventure, and it's like Green Arrow is literally just like a dude that can like shoot arrows pretty good. Like, no offense to anyone who likes Green Arrow. I mean, I'm not like I don't hate on him or anything like that. I mean, he's fine, but it's just kind of funny. Like, of all the people that you're gonna team up with, you're gonna team up with this guy who can shoot arrows pretty good. Like, he's gonna be your intergalactic deputy, pretty much. But yeah, interesting starts. I wasn't disappointed. I'm more, I guess, confused. But I figure, you know what, this is the first issue. I'm pretty sure there's going to be questions, and then later on, Morrison will start like answering them throughout the comic. So, all right, but yeah, I'm a little off on when this is supposed to take place. Why is Hal Jordan basically Bruce Banner in the Incredible Hulk series, TV series? Hopefully, like all that stuff gets explained. But yeah, that's the Green Lantern. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Feel free to comment down below. And I do have a Twitch that I stream video games on. If you guys are interested in that, you can find that in the information down below. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you guys next time. Later.